What's up guys, Pimpy here, and welcome to episode 5 of my road to Manchester City. Sorry for the lack of uploads recently. I've been having an issue on my account where I record this series where I can't load up the game, and I found the solution to that issue, and it is that I have to actually buy the disc. I have the digital version and it's not working because I'm game sharing. It's a whole mess, but basically I have to go buy the disc and we'll be able to play on this account. Now you're probably wondering, well, how are you playing right now then? Well, this was recorded before this issue started happening to me, and it was around Wednesday or Thursday of last week. And you're seeing this on Wednesday, so it was like a week ago at this point where this gameplay was recorded. And this episode is going to be a little bit different than the usual one because, as you're seeing, we're starting off with gameplay. However, we will get into trading and stuff like that because, like I said at the end of last episode, something big happened with City players that we're going to get into. So there's going to be two parts in this episode. The first part is going to be the game and something special at the end of the game, and then in the second part we're going to get into the whole City players ordeal. So we're going into this game over here. Like I said, this game was recorded on Wednesday of last week or Thursday, and we're playing with the Spanish team that we built in the last episode. So we're trying to get a result over here. We're currently 2-1-0 in Division 10, getting closer to that title and promotion. And oh my god, Benyat making his debut with an absolute screamer from a corner. Without a doubt, the best goal I have scored this year on FIFA, and it's only been out for like 2 weeks or so. But just look at this again. Benyat makes his debut, just volleys it into the top corner from a corner. And corners are actually something I'm really struggling with. Like, I try near post, I try far post, I try in the middle, I try at the edge of the box. I rarely score a corner. So the fact that I not only scored a corner right there, but it was a screamer, just had me really hyped, and I wanted to just keep going ham with Benyat. And over there, as you saw, he had a chance from a cross right there, but our goalkeeper does well to catch it. And from that, we go on the counter-attack over here. However, we lose the ball very stupidly right there. And over here, his attacker, Faguli, goes on the attack. Now, the reason I'm showing you guys all this is because if you looked at the top right, you're going to still see it over here coming up. Look at the top right of the screen right there. You see one of my players, it's out of the field, and now he's back in it. Well, he was out of the field, injured for quite a while, which is going to be very interesting to see because that is a complete game changer if you think about it, guys. A guy gets injured, goes out of the field, you're down to 10 men. So I'm a little bit worried about injuries this year because not only are they happening quite a lot, but if that happens where you go down to 10 men because your player gets injured, then it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out and how it affects the game. But hopefully EA do something about it because I think that for the competitive aspect, it can be pretty annoying. But yeah, it doesn't really matter to us right now because it's only Bruno. I mean, he is one of our highest rated players, but we do have a substitute just in case. And over here in the 45th minute, we would have a chance. However, we blow the chance, lose the ball, and I get a little bit angry and end up doing something very stupid right there. I come with our striker, Sergio Leon, from behind to steal the ball, and definite red card. So we're down to 10 men. And we have the 1-0 lead, and the stats are pretty equal for both sides. And I'm thinking, oh my, what? I'm dominating this game. I'm creating a few chances. Why did I do that? Got the anger, let the best of me. Or the anger got the best of me. So we're down to 10 men. Bruno is still injured. And I said, you know what? We have to change something here because Bruno is going to be forced off the pitch if I don't take him off now at some point. And it's just not good having an injured player running around. So we go ahead, bring on Iraola, switch Benyat to Bruno's spot because Benyat, I think, is right-footed. And Benyat's actually having a very nice game, so hopefully he can continue to play like that. And over here in the 47th minute, we would try to create a chance, but once again, our passing just absolutely terrible. Gives a great through ball to Gradel, and he puts it in the bottom corner, equalizes the game. So to make things worse, after getting the red card in the beginning of the second half, we concede, and now we are drawn level at 1-1. So in the 50th minute, I was trying to look for a quick response, and I would have a chance at getting it over here. He gives the ball right back to us. Iraola, the sub, gives it to Adrian. Adrian sees the goalkeeper coming. I say, you know what? Let's take advantage of this. Let the goalkeeper keep chasing me. Cross it in. we beat Bellerin in the air with Andone, and we score the goal to make it 2-1. And now that play right there was a little bit weird, because once he let go of the Y button, or the triangle button if you're on PlayStation, which is what pulls the goalkeeper out, why didn't the goalkeeper run back towards the goal? He just kind of stood there, which was a little bit weird. I don't think he would have got into it anyways, but still, the goalkeeper should be running back once he lets go of the button. And over here, we go ahead and make it 3-1 with a standing shot by Javi Fuego, I believe that's his name. Another weird finish that I think you would have never seen in FIFA 16. But yeah, finishing is just so different this year, and it's taken me a while to get used to. But a lovely finish by Javi Fuego right there, puts it into the bottom corner, makes it 3-1, and we now have a nice little 2-goal cushion over here in the 74th minute. But once again, Gradel exposing our right-hand side, which is definitely something I'm going to have to look into, because we don't want our right back playing right wing, because we have enough attackers, and that is just going to leave us very vulnerable at the back. However, he does mess up that chance with Gradel. We go on the counterattack, and Andone over here makes it 4-1. Gets his second goal of the game with a nice little chip right there. And with that, we have a nice 3-goal cushion. And I'm really holding back every time Andone scores from saying "and one," because every time I see his name, I just think of that. And just in case you don't know what that means, that is a basketball term. But over here in the 87th minute, he would go on the attack one last time, try to get himself a consolation goal. And once again, our defender's just out of position. Easy through ball to Welbeck. Welbeck slots it away, makes it 4-2, and he gets himself that consolation goal that he was looking for. But that would be all she wrote, because in the 90th minute, ball goes to Welbeck. Referee blows for full time, and we hold on to the 4-2 lead. So a pretty good win right there with our Spanish team, which is probably going to be playing its last game because of what's going to be happening in the second part of this episode, which we're going to get into in a second. Don't worry, we're at 10 points. We're 3-1-0, just one win away, I believe, from the title. So after that game, I felt, you know what? Let's go ahead and make a signing. So I go ahead, buy Nolito, and now we're going to get into the whole ordeal. Okay guys, this is the second part of the video that I was talking about. We're on the web app currently because, like I said, having troubles loading up the game, but it will be fixed by next episode. But before we get into our transfer list, I want to get into our transfer targets. And if you look at our coin total, we're obviously at a much higher coin total than we were before, which was about 4,000 coins. But we'll get into that into a second. I just want to show you guys that I have been bidding on some Liverpool players, because I have a feeling, and while it might not be right, that the next challenge, much like the Sterling one, is going to be for a Liverpool player. And if it is, we can make some serious money on these guys over here. So we got ourselves a silver for 300 coins, and the same bronze, one for 200 and one for 250. And over here, this guy from the Netherlands, Antilles, or I'm probably saying that wrong, also heard something on Twitter that there was a challenge for this country, and then it disappeared minutes later. So if it does come back, I feel like this guy, who is the only gold from this country, is going to be going for a lot. But once again, only rumors. It can be completely false, and if it is, we're just going to probably just end up selling these guys and lose a little bit of coins. So not that much risk, and a serious reward if it ends up being right. And over here, Iago Aspas, he is currently in the team of the week, but I went ahead and bid on his normal card before he got his team of the week, which was yesterday, Tuesday. You guys are seeing this on Wednesday, and got him for 650, 650, 650, 750 right there. So I paid about 800 coins or less for every single card over here. And he's actually currently in the team of the week right now. And his normal card actually did uptick a little bit to 1,200 coins. So if we sell all of these cards for 1,200, we make about 400 coins a pop, which isn't amazing, but it's still profit. And when we're this new into the game, it's very good to have. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at our transfer list, which is probably what you guys have been waiting for. There is a challenge for the Manchester City player Raheem Sterling, and he currently has a purple card that's 84 rated, very good looking card, and it requires you to have City players. And this challenge came out on Friday, and we bought that Nolito just now on Thursday or Wednesday. And when it came out on Friday, I was in absolute shock. I couldn't believe the prices of the City cards, and I just had to sell them. But before I sold them, I thought to myself, are we going to do this challenge? Because if we are going to have to pay a serious amount of coins to complete this and get the Sterling. So I thought to myself, well, I have to get the card because it's the highest rated Sterling card and we're going to need it for a series. But then I thought about it some more, and his normal card is rated 82. His purple card is rated 84. And I thought to myself, last year, Sterling got himself about 3 informs and he ended up being like 85 rated. So why am I going to go for this 84 card that is untradeable and I can't sell, but I'm putting in a lot of money into, when he might end up getting an 85 rated inform card that I'm going to have to buy? So I said, you know what, let's not do this challenge and just wait for the future and see what happens. And I have a feeling that Sterling will get a card higher rated than 84. It's a pretty good guess considering he's having an amazing year so far and Guardiola is just teaching him the great ways of football. And that is what we're going to do. We're not going to do the challenge for Sterling, but we are going to sell the City players as you see right here. We sold the Nolito that we just bought for 1,500. We sold him for 4,000 coins. Navas we sold for 4,000. Humphreys Grant sold for 8,000 and we paid less than 1,000 coins for him, which is absolutely insane. And the main sold for 6,000 coins. Delph, one of the ones that we bought, sold for 1,400, but the other one sold for 7,000. And the reason I sold this one for 1,400 was because I actually listed him up during this episode or during the game or right before the game or something like that, and that is why he's sold for that cheap. But this one was listed up the next day for 7,000 coins and it's sold. This Caballero sold for 6,500, and then Barker sold for 6,000. Ambrose sold for 9.5k. Maffeo for 5k. Angelino for 5k, Gun for 6k, and Patching for 3k. So I couldn't believe the profit. We're currently at 73,000 coins. We also did a little bit of more trading with other cards like Lopez over here and Armani. Just bought these guys for around 700 coins or so and sold them for like double or 300 coins profit. We also sold some guys from the main team over here. Downing sold for 2k, Taylor sold for 1k, Naughton sold for 1.9, and Wimmer sold for 900 coins. And the reason I sold those guys was because there was a requirement for Premier League players in that Sterling challenge, and I went ahead and took advantage of the price, sold them. And you're probably wondering what is going to happen with your teams right now since you completely sold the first team. Well, I think what we're going to do from now on is treat this series like a little bit of a road to glory until things calm down with the City players prices. And what we're going to be doing is building 2 teams that I feel are solid enough for around 73,000 coins, which is what we have. And we're going to try and do our best at the Foot Champions tournament that is going to be coming up this weekend. We're going to try to qualify, and if we do, we're going to try and aim for a high ranking in that and get our coin total up. And eventually, when the Sterling challenge goes away, we're going to get back into the City players because, of course, that is the goal of the series. But anyways, guys, that is going to conclude this episode of my road to Manchester City. I'm going to have all these Iago Aspas listed up and hopefully sold by the start of next episode. But my name is Pibideed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm out.